So welcome all of you. Welcome to this lecture where we discussed about the complete overview of CSIR-NET Part A. I'll give you idea about all chapters in this class. So this is the first introductory lecture to all the chapters, and tomorrow onwards we will start one by one each chapters. So audio video clear now? Please mention in the chat. Yes. Okay. सो ये कोर्स के बारे में हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया है. कंप्लीट कोर्स है, इसमें 60 लाइव लेक्चर्स और इसका रिकॉर्डिंग्स अवेलेबल है. एंड complete theory, previous year questions, doubt clearing sessions will be there. Every 10th lecture will be a doubt clearing session in the live classes, and I will use English and Hindi language both in this course. Online study material will be updated in this group itself, in this app itself, and you can see it. Today onwards you will get PDF of the class notes will be uploaded as PDFs. Okay, so those who want printed study material for CSIR-NET Part A, this is currently the bestseller book which I have written for CSIR-NET Part A section. The latest edition is available in Amazon and Flipkart. Whatever you're seeing in Amazon and Flipkart, that is a latest edition itself. And okay, and this course, as I have told before, it's for all streams, because all streams have the same aptitude paper itself, or aptitude syllabus and type of question itself. And for practicing also, please don't think that you will practice only your subject aptitude paper. सारा streams का, yes, 5 streams का aptitude papers practice के लिए very good material it is, so please use it. And about the structure of the course, everything you already know, and this is a complete schedule of the course. Today we will be discussing syllabus and blueprint. A complete overview I will give you about all chapters. All these 60 lectures, 54, almost 50, 52, 54 topics, because some topics are taken into 2 days. So almost 52 topics are there. All those 52 topics I will give you an introduction. I will give you an introduction today. Today I'm not going to solve questions. I'm giving you an introduction about all chapters so that you get a proper idea. Okay, so let us start. And new students, more material for other exams also are available in my YouTube channel, especially if you want GATE complete course. GATE free courses available in our YouTube channel itself, Christie's Classes YouTube channel. You can subscribe and check out this videos. Okay, so CSIR-NET Part A का syllabus में ये mention किया है, general science, quantitative reasoning and analysis, research aptitude. बट वो सिलेबस बहुत वेग सिलेबस है, इससे आइडिया नहीं मिलेगा क्या क्या चैप्टर्स है. वो क्या चैप्टर्स का आइडिया मिलने के लिए यू हैव टू सी द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस. सो विद प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस, स्पेशली द लास्ट ईयर June, 2023 papers itself, I will show you an idea. I will show you examples of all chapter questions today, all chapter questions, and what all you need to learn also you will be able to understand. So general aptitude mein syllabus, again you can bifurcate it into 4 units: quantitative aptitude, logical reasonings, data interpretation and general science. क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड, लॉजिकल रीजनिंग, डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन एंड जनरल साइंस. इसमें मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चंस आता है क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड यूनिट से. सेकंड लॉजिकल रीजनिंग, थर्ड डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन, एंड फोर्थ ओनली sometimes last exam no question was asked in general science in most of the papers. So general science nowadays it is a topic that is not asked at all, but बाकी तीनों units बहुत ही important है, बहुत ही important है. And this is the blueprint of the number of questions you can expect from each chapter. Okay, so I will explain now more about each chapter. Again, let me check. Those of you have doubt, please post it in the chat. I will come to that in frequent intervals. I will come to that and answer your doubts also. So these are the different chapters. Quantitative aptitude chapters are the first few chapters. These are all quantitative aptitude chapters itself. Numbers, series formation, probability arrangement, up to work and time, all these are quantitative aptitude chapters. And these are the reasoning units, the reasoning chapter, and data interpretation and general science. Number of questions as per the last few years previous year question paper. This is a number of questions you can expect. Again, that is not strict. They can make changes in that pattern also, but more or less this is the pattern that CSIR have followed in previous years. Okay, so now I will give you idea about each chapters. First, we will start with reasoning unit. Reasoning ka hamara first 9 lectures will be on reasoning itself. So tomorrow we are starting coding, decoding, then ranking, ordering. All these reasoning chapters, I will give you what all are there to learn in it. What all are there to learn in it. First is coding, decoding. Coding, decoding में बहुत सारा type का question आ सकता है. Some questions are mathematical coding, some questions are logical coding. This is an example from December 2023 CSIR-NET paper, where a mathematical coding is there. Mathematical operations be involved. That kind of coding are called mathematical coding questions. But maximum time mathematical coding nahi, logical coding, ऐसा logical coding questions maximum time आया है. Again, I am telling with respect to the analysis of the last 12 years previous year question paper. I am teaching for the last 10 years for CSIR-NET Part A section. In the last 10 years, what I have seen from previous year question paper, what is exactly needed for you, that is what I am explaining. So, no beating around the bush. Exactly आपके लिए exam के लिए क्या चाहिए, that is what I am explaining. So coding decoding में logical coding का question ज़्यादा आता है. Logical coding का almost all the types I have summarized in this flashcard itself. और ये flashcards 100 flashcards आपको मिलेगा in 1 week itself. It will be uploaded in the mobile application and you can use it for your revision and for your learning. So coding decoding कल हम coding decoding chapter ही discuss कर रहा है. उस समय we will discuss about all these types in detail. Today I am not discussing any theory of any chapters, but giving an overall idea of all chapters and what all you will be getting by learning this chapter. You will be getting confidence. That also you will get an idea by today's class itself. So coding decoding का question 0 to 1 questions आता है normally. 0 to 1 questions normally आता है coding decoding से. Now next chapter is statement related problem. Statement related problem. Statement related problem बहुत सारा types होता है. Truthity falsity type question है. ये truthity falsity type question है. Look at this truthity falsity type problem. September 2022 this question was asked. There are other types also. Like एक statement understand करके इसका meaning या इससे क्या implied है ऐसा पूछ सकता है. Converse, inverse, contrapositive इसके बारे में भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है. What is converse, what is inverse, what is contrapositive, what is negation, ये सब लर्न करना है. You have learned it in school days, but I will teach you in detail in statement related problem chapter. And ये chapter से भी 0 to 1 questions ही expect कर सकता है. Very rarely 2 questions were asked. Very rarely 2 questions, but 0 to 1 questions normally. So that is statement related problem. Again, all these are what I am showing us this slide. That is actually one topic, one lecture itself will be there on that. In the schedule itself, you can see ranking, ordering, statement related problems, all will be separately discussed in each chapters. Third important chapter in reasoning is blood relation. Blood relation, last few years में blood relation से questions आ रहा है, 1 question each. December 2023 वाला एक question है blood relation का. So blood relation का question में you should know how to draw a relationship tree. I will teach you in the class how to draw it and how to interpret a relationship tree, that is explained in this flashcard. So blood relation का question भी बहुत ही important है, interesting है. CSIR के लिए भी नहीं, GATE exam में भी blood relation बहुत ही important है. So blood relation से भी 0 to 1 questions आ सकता है. 0 to 1 questions आ सकता है. So that is blood relation. Next topic is ranking and ordering. December 2023 में हर पेपर में minimum 1 question था ranking and ordering का. Ranking and ordering में different type का question है. Position test question है, sequential ordering question है. ये sequential ordering का example है ये question. This is a sequential ordering type of problem. Again, what are the difference between sequential ordering, ranking, position test? We will discuss in the particular chapter. Next chapter is seating arrangement. Seating arrangement भी interesting है. Seating arrangement में 2 type का question mainly आता है. Linear arrangement वाला question, circular arrangement वाला question. Linear arrangement, circular arrangement. We will discuss both of them separately in the class. Seating arrangement chapter. December 2023 का एक example है seating arrangement का. Now next is who's who problem. Number of questions from this chapter is very less. Like once in 2 years they ask question from, or once in 3 years one question you may expect from who's who problems. Who's who problems means you have to match. For example, look at this September 2022 question. Char people hai A, B, C, D. Char professions hai lawyer, doctor, teacher, journalist. We have to match who is lawyer, who is professor, who is sorry doctor, who is teacher, who is journalist, and what are their choice of beverages. कौन सा beverage पी रहा है वो भी match करना है, उसके according question पूछा है, कौन सा statement false है. So that is a who's who problem example. Next is logical puzzles. Puzzles can be anything. And last to last year, this kind of puzzles are there. Like literally games that you have played in school or games that you are still playing. Sudoku is a game that you all know, right? एक Sudoku game के related question पूछा है December 2023 में. Almost 4 papers had the same question. Life science में भी था, mathematical science में भी था, chemical science में भी था. The same type question. So logical puzzles matlab not only Sudoku. One time it was asked tic-tac game that was asked one time. Another time a question related to chess game was asked. So puzzles can be anything. So logical puzzles related questions also can be asked. Then miscellaneous reasoning question. Miscellaneous reasoning question means it can be like a puzzle itself. For example, this December 2023 question. We need to transfer milk from one can to 3 other cans with satisfying a condition. December 2023 CSIR-NET problem. So these are the major topics in reasoning. Reasoning ka all major topics. I gave you an idea. Any doubts till now? Just if you're watching the live class, any doubts? Tomorrow we will start coding, decoding, Meenal. Yes, reasoning ka first topic. आज सारा टॉपिक का एक इंट्रोडक्शन दे रहा है so that you understand what all are there in each chapter. Okay, no doubts. So in the next 8 classes we will discuss this 8 topics, and then we will have a doubt clearing session on this. That will be the structure of the classes. So now we will discuss about quantitative aptitude topic, which maximum number of questions asked from quantitative aptitude topics. We will discuss about that just a minute. Okay, so quantitative aptitude topics mein, there are different topics. One is numbers or number system related problems. Last few years, questions from this chapter are more, like 3 questions you can see in most of the papers. Number system or numbers. क्योंकि उसका बहुत सारा subdivisions है. Numbers itself have many other chapters included in it. For example, types of numbers and number system. Divisibility, factors, divisors, etc. Digits and place values, laws of exponents, logarithm, perfect square identification, identifying last digit, number system miscellaneous. ये सब number system का ही subtopic है. So that itself we will be discussing in 7 separate lectures. 7 separate lectures. I will give you idea about all these types. Types of numbers का एक question ये है ये. Which of those integers can never be written as sum of squares of 3 integers? There is a theorem called Lagrange's theorem. December 2023, this was asked in 3 different papers. 3 different subject papers, 3 different subjects aptitude paper में ये question था. ये same model का question. That is why I'm saying all subject का aptitude paper similar है. So types of numbers and number system. Types of numbers means number system, binary, ternary, ये type, ये number system के बारे में भी पूछा है. Number of questions from that type is less, but it was asked. Conversion of number system का भी पूछा है. We will discuss about that when we discuss about place values. And then types of numbers, natural number, whole number, integer, rational, etc. Types of number understand करने का easy technique, chair analogy है. When we discussed about it, when we discuss this chapter, we will discuss about chair analogy in detail. Chair analogy matlab chairs arrange karne se you can actually understand what is a natural number, what is a composite number, what is a prime number, what is an odd number, etc. Like even number है तो 2n type of number, मतलब एक रूम में चेयर अरेंज किया तो इवन नंबर वाला चेयर है तो you can arrange it in 2 by n rectangles model. But odd number है तो you can never arrange it in 2 by n. Composite number है तो m by n format में एक rectangle form कर सकता है. लेकिन prime number है तो m by 1 only is possible or n by 1 only is possible. We will discuss about that in detail. By that you will understand any number system easily without even by hearting or without learning it in a boring way. With this chair analogy or stone analogy also we can say, we can understand this better. We will discuss that in the particular chapter. And the Venn diagram of the number system, which number system is subset of which number, that is also important or about understanding number system. And the arithmetic of odd number and even number, ये भी बहुत ही important है. And sum of odd number, sum of even number. GATE exam में इसके बारे डायरेक्टली एक क्वेश्चन आया था 2024 GATE exam में about sum of first and odd natural number. And CSIR exam also multiple times questions were asked for about these three formula and about odd number added, odd number or even number added, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, taking power of odd numbers or even numbers, what you will get. That type of questions also are asked. Then next area of number system is divisibility, factors, divisors, etc. December 2023 वाला एक question था divisibility का. So divisibility rules पता होना चाहिए, how to check whether a number is divisible by 2, 3 up to 11, and other prime numbers also you can learn. And factors and divisors का भी idea important है. Factors and divisors का question पूछा है इसके बारे में, factors and divisors का idea वाला question. So that also we will discuss in the particular chapter. And factors and divisors का continuation है LCM and HCF or LCM and GCD. Divisibility का ही continuation है LCM and GCD. How to find LCM and GCD and properties of LCM and GCD, ये सब important है. Next is digits and place value related question. Digits and place value related questions में one important type is how to convert one number system to another, decimal to another number system, any number system to decimal. ये दो चीजें बहुत ही important है. September 2022 वाला एक question था वो. And laws of exponent logarithm related questions. December 2023 one example this is. So yeah, this is not 3. This is 3 power 10, 3 raised to 13, 3 raised to 14, and 3 raised to 15. It's a typing error. So anyway, laws of exponents related question is very important. Many times questions are asked from this area. So laws of exponents, you should know when same base, how to multiply and divide. When same power, how to multiply and divide. Power of power, how to calculate. Negative power, कैसा calculate करना है. Fractional power, कैसा calculate करना है. Zeroth power, कैसा calculate करना है. ये सब important है. So next, perfect square identification. ये loss of exponents का ही एक extension है. Perfect square identification. Exactly, Purushottam. As I told, this is more personal to me, right? This course should be the best course I have ever launched. That is my thought in my mind. इसलिए मैं ये course के लिए मैं last 3-4 months I was preparing for this course. That is why last 3-4 months you didn't see any paid courses of mine. सारा classes free था. Because I was preparing for this paid course. So when I take free classes also, I get idea from students. This is what students want. Accordingly, I have curated this course. Purushottam is telling that the PPTs and the content is better than the content I have given in the Unacademy and previous platforms. Thank you. Yeah, there also I have tried my maximum, but now I am, what we can say, raising my bar. Where is my maximum? So I am trying to give better than the best. Yeah, I'm not saying that the content I have given that time was not good. That time also, what I could do, I did my best. Now I am increasing what I can do. Okay, yes, क्या पजल का कॉम्बिनेशन, पजल का कॉम्बिनेशन ही नहीं, कुछ सिचुएशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन भी पूछ सकता है मिसलेनियस में. मीनल सिचुएशन बेस्ड मींस एक रैंडम सिचुएशन, वो गेम होना जरूरी नहीं है. या पजल्स एंड रीजनिंग मिसलेनियस आर सिमिलर एक्चुअली, but we are dividing it into 2 chapters because that many questions are there. That is why we cannot complete it in a single lecture. इसलिए वो separate 2 topics बना दिया है. Like game वाला questions एक lecture में, बाकी situation based question दूसरा lecture में. Otherwise it is miscellaneous itself. Reasoning miscellaneous में ही puzzles आ रहा है. Okay, any other doubts anyone? If there is any doubt, immediately post it in the chat. In 5 to 10 minutes, I will be revisiting the chat box. I'm not able to see the chat box when I'm showing the PPT. That is why I will be revisiting the chat when in 5 to 10 minutes interval, so that all your doubts will be cleared in intervals, periodic intervals itself. Okay, so coming back to perfect square identification का 4 बार questions पूछा है. November 2020 is the last time question were asked from this, but this is very easy. If you just understand this flashcard, you can do any question from this chapter. Perfect square identification question बहुत ही सिंपल एक कॉन्सेप्ट है. लर्न किया तो ये टाइप क्वेश्चन 1 मिनट से भी कम टाइम में कंप्लीट कर सकता है. दैट इज अ गुड थिंग. नाउ आइडेंटिफाइंग लास्ट डिजिट इज अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक. फरवरी 2022 वाला क्वेश्चन था ये, द डिजिट एट द यूनिट प्लेस ऑफ दिस एक्सप्रेशन. So उसके लिए 9 raised to 86 और 1 raised to 63 का लास्ट डिजिट आइडेंटिफाई करना है. और लास्ट डिजिट का भी एक फ्लैश कार्ड है. वी विल डिस्कस दैट इन द सेपरेट क्लास. वो फ्लैश कार्ड क्लियर है तो यू कैन इजीली डू दिस क्वेश्चन. देन नंबर सिस्टम का लास्ट एरिया है मिसलेनियस नंबर सिस्टम क्वेश्चन. मिसलेनियस नंबर सिस्टम मींस नंबर सिस्टम का भी 2-3 एरियाज कंबाइन करके क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है. सो लाइक दिस क्वेश्चन डिविजिबिलिटी का भी आइडिया है, नंबर टाइप्स ऑफ नंबर का भी आइडिया है. सो एक हाइब्रिड नंबर सिस्टम वाला क्वेश्चन है. अगेन नंबर सिस्टम से भी इतना ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस आया है, दैट इज व्हाई वी आर डिवाइडिंग इट इनटू मेनी चैप्टर्स. मिसलेनियस में अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन, ज्योमेट्रिक प्रोग्रेशन का क्वेश्चंस आ सकता है. या द लास्ट डिजिट ऑफ पावर का फ्लैश कार्ड ये है. आई फॉरगॉट टू शो इट बिफोर. दिस इज द लास्ट डिजिट ऑफ पावर फ्लैश कार्ड. वी विल डिस्कस इट इन द पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर. सो दीस ऑल आर पार्ट ऑफ नंबर सिस्टम. 1 to 3 I have mentioned, but last few years minimum 3 is coming in this chapter, number system chapter. 3 questions are coming in most of the papers, but on an average last few years, last 10 year 12 year combined 1 to 3 questions, but last 1 or 2 years if you check, 3 questions you can expect from this chapter, number system. It's a very important chapter. As I told, we will be dedicating many lectures on this chapter so that you will get more clarity. Next chapter is percentages. ये chapter बाकी chapters का भी एक बाकी chapters करने के लिए भी useful एक chapter है. How to calculate percentage, very important. How to calculate percentage, like mental math to calculate percentage. Again, we will discuss that all in the class itself. Don't worry. वो clear है तो you can do ratio chapter questions also, data interpretation chapter question also, monetary problem chapter question also easily. So percentages, the concepts you are learning in this chapter is needed for other chapters also. Percentages का continuation है ratio and proportion chapter. December 2023 वाला एक question था ratio proportion का. ये भी one question you can expect from this chapter on an average. Next chapter is finding the x. Finding the x means linear equation वाला questions है mainly. लेकिन बहुत सारा questions में linear equation if you don't use also, option elimination से ही आंसर मिल सकता है. Finding the x chapter. अभी finding the x chapter का भी एक extension है age problem. Last 1 or 2 years, age problem is coming more often. Earlier age problem were rarely asked. That is why normally I used to explain age problem along with finding the x. But last 2 year trend is age problem से questions आ रहा है मतलब 1 question maximum, not more than that. But we will discuss that in a separate lecture so that you will get full clarity on that. Again, all these slides I am showing, all of them will be discussed in a separate chapter in this complete course. Finding the x chapter और age problem एक separate chapter होगा. फाइंडिंग द चैप्टर का ही आइडिया है एज प्रॉब्लम का, सिचुएशन एज रिलेटेड होगा, दैट्स ओनली डिफरेंस, बट all these should be separately discussed. That is why percentages, ratio, proportion, finding the x, age problem, each of these are one chapter each, where we will understand it properly. Again, I'm not only making you ready for the CSIR exam, if you are preparing for any other exam parallelly, because most of the exams have these chapters. So by learning this, you will be able to do that, whether it is GATE exam, whether it is SET exam, whether it is some other competitive exam or PhD entrance exams. These areas more or less are there in most exams. That is why by learning this, you should be able to do that also. अभी फाइंडिंग द एक्स चैप्टर का भी एक एक्सटेंशन है, प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट मॉनिटरी प्रॉब्लम. मॉनिटरी प्रॉब्लम इटसेल्फ कैन बी कंसीडर्ड एज अ यूनिट. मॉनिटरी प्रॉब्लम में एक टाइप का क्वेश्चन है प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट वाला क्वेश्चन. दिसंबर 2023 एक क्वेश्चन आया था ऐसा, प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट का. प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट का प्रॉब्लम ये है, हम लर्न किया है बहुत सारा फॉर्मूला, स्कूल डेज में ये फॉर्मूला सब बाय हार्ट किया है, बट ये फॉर्मूला से भी हेल्पफुल होगा ये लॉजिकल आइडियाज या लॉजिकल फॉर्मूला. मैथमेटिकल फॉर्मूला अवॉइड करके लॉजिकल फॉर्मूला अप्लाई किया तो ये चैप्टर बहुत ही इजी होगा, बहुत ही इजी हो जाएगा. सो वी विल डिस्कस दैट इन द पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर. मॉनिटरी प्रॉब्लम का एक टाइप है प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट, दूसरा टाइप है सिंपल इंटरेस्ट कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट वाला क्वेश्चन. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट वाला क्वेश्चन, there you should know formula. Again, you have learned for this chapter also, I is equal to PRT by 100, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to T. But I will be teaching you in a very different way. How to derive this formula, I will be teaching you first. Yeah, flashcard. Again, these all are flashcards I have prepared particularly for this course. Last 3-4 months, flashcard generation itself was a project I have taken, and almost 10 to 12 hours a day I was working on this flashcards itself. So these flashcards through which we will discuss about simple interest compound interest का formula कैसा develop किया है, और formula कैसा develop किया है ये पता है तो formula नहीं चाहिए actually most questions के लिए, क्योंकि formula way will be very time consuming, logical way will be much easier. We will discuss about that in detail in the simple interest compound interest chapter. मॉनिटरी प्रॉब्लम मिसलेनियस क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता है, उसमें प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट भी नहीं है या सिंपल इंटरेस्ट कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट भी नहीं है. लाइक दिस क्वेश्चन एक सिचुएशन क्रिएट किया है मनी रिलेटेड, इसलिए मॉनिटरी प्रॉब्लम मिसलेनियस चैप्टर. अगेन last few years questions were asked from that, that is why we are separately discussing a miscellaneous monetary problem chapter. So that is monetary problem. Next is series formation और series completion question. उसमें 3 टाइप का क्वेश्चंस आता है, नंबर सीरीज या नंबर सीक्वेंस. These are the major, number series और नंबर सीक्वेंस. लेटर सीरीज और लेटर सीक्वेंस. लेटर सीरीज लेटर सीक्वेंस का बहुत सारा अगेन पॉसिबिलिटीज है. इजोटिव कोड का कॉन्सेप्ट लर्न करना है. लेटर्स फॉरवर्ड ऑर्डर में ऑर्डर पता होना चाहिए, रिवर्स ऑर्डर में ऑर्डर पता होना चाहिए, फॉरवर्ड ऑर्डर का इक्विवेलेंट रिवर्स ऑर्डर में क्या है ये पता होना चाहिए, ये सब इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो लेटर सीक्वेंस का अगेन लेटर सीक्वेंस काइंड ऑफ अ रीजनिंग टॉपिक आल्सो, बट वी विल कंसीडर इट इन क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड दिस सीरीज चैप्टर कंप्लीटली. एंड third is symbol sequence, but I am giving a different name to symbol sequence now, spatial aptitude. Symbol sequence or spatial aptitude, क्योंकि दिसंबर 2023 जून 2023 ये 2 एग्जाम्स में ऐसा क्वेश्चंस आ रहा है. They have started to ask these kinds of question which normally we see in GATE exams. ये जैसा क्वेश्चन हम ज्यादा GATE एग्जाम में देखा था. स्पेशल एप्टीट्यूड एक सेपरेट टॉपिक भी है गेट एग्जाम का सिलेबस में, बट लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स स्पेशली लास्ट 2 years CSIR have started asking questions of spatial aptitude more. स्पेशल एप्टीट्यूड सिंबल सीक्वेंस का ही एक एक्सटेंशन है, बट नाउ द टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इज लिटिल मोर ट्रिकियर. That is why I will discuss it in detail in a more comprehensive way using spatial aptitude. Again, we have prepared flashcards for these also. In this particular chapter we will show that, and you can in the front 100 flashcards related to these topics also will be there. Next area is elementary statistics. Elementary statistics में many of the things you have learned in 11th standard, 12th standard, and 10th and 9th standard also. High school and higher secondary classes, what you have learned is important. Like arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean. These are the major things. And also standard deviation, variance. Last 2 years, I am observing more questions from this standard deviation and variance. That is why more content related to standard deviation variance also will be discussed in this course. So elementary statistics एक separate lecture होगा और उसके बाद arithmetic mean का एक separate lecture भी होगा. Arithmetic mean का एक separate lecture भी होगा क्योंकि number of questions are now more. That is why we will divide it into 2 separate chapters, elementary statistics and arithmetic mean in particular. अरिथमेटिक मीन का भी प्रॉपर्टीज इंपॉर्टेंट है, बैच एवरेज का आइडिया इंपॉर्टेंट है, और बैच एवरेज एक्सटेंड किया तो एलिगेशन ट्रिक मिलेगा. एलिगेशन ट्रिक भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. मिक्सचर्स एंड एलिगेशन चैप्टर में हम एलिगेशन ट्रिक के बारे में डिस्कस करेगा. मिक्सचर्स एंड एलिगेशन में 2 टाइप का क्वेश्चन मैक्सिमम आता है. वन इज डिस्प्लेसमेंट, one solution displaced and another is replaced, like this December 2023 question. Second is purely mixtures, allegation trick related question. Allegation trick related questions are also asked. We will discuss both of it together in this chapter. So that is about average, elementary statistics, mixtures and allegation. Next is very important topic, probability and arrangements. Arrangements means permutation combination in particular. उसमें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एक आइडिया है फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल ऑफ काउंटिंग. ये कोर्स में हम फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल ऑफ काउंटिंग का ही एक सेपरेट लेक्चर देगा. सेपरेट लेक्चर ऑन फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल ऑफ काउंटिंग itself and the questions related to fundamental principle of counting. For example, this December 2023 question is purely based on fundamental principle of counting. If you know what is that principle, ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर 1 मिनट में ही सॉल्व कर सकता है. और उसका एक्सटेंशन है एनाग्राम एंड नंबर रीअरेंजमेंट क्वेश्चन. जून 2023 वाला एक क्वेश्चन था ये. इसमें एनाग्राम मींस लेटर रीअरेंजमेंट and number rearrangement questions also. This example is of number rearrangement. और उसका extension है permutation formula question, combination formula question. This is combination formula and the properties related to that, and this is permutation formula and the properties related to that. And the biggest confusion many people have is how to distinguish this. परम्यूटेशन फॉर्मूला कब यूज करना है, कॉम्बिनेशन फॉर्मूला कब यूज करना है. आई हैव गिवन प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल्स टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट इन दिस फ्लैश कार्ड. परम्यूटेशन कब यूज करना है, कॉम्बिनेशन कब यूज करना है, इसका डिटेल्ड एग्जांपल्स दिया है इसमें. सो बाय दिस यू विल गेट अ प्रॉपर आइडिया. एंड परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन का आइडिया प्रोबेबिलिटी चैप्टर में भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी द डिफरेंट डेफिनेशंस, एग्जांपल्स एक्सेट्रा. And also probability ka like these are some of the important ideas in probability. Classical, again probability ka hi there are 2 definitions, the experimental approach or 2 approaches. Experimental approach is also there, theoretical approach is also there. The difference between these two, if you understood, many questions will be very easy. And probability, complement probability ka idea bhi bahut hi important hai. So these kinds of things we will discuss in detail in the probability separate lecture itself. So probability and arrangement is also a very important topic. Once again, I'm summarizing. All these will be separately discussed in separate lectures itself. Each of the example I'm showing, that will be part. Again, the example I'm showing, don't think that we are not discussing it. We are discussing it in the particular chapter. These all are separate chapters in this course itself. And probability is not enough to be, not possible to complete in one lecture. That is why probability का 2 separate lectures होगा. और permutation combination ये 3 chapters में divided है. Permutation combination या arrangement topic. So probability and arrangement unit is these 5 chapters. So that will be separately discussed. So because questions are frequently asked from probability and arrangement area also. Okay. So just a minute. Any doubts? Anyone? Any doubts till now? There is no doubt. We'll go to the next area. Okay, 1 second. No doubts. Okay, so let us continue. So next is just a minute. Next is data interpretation. It's a particular separate unit itself. Data interpretation में December 2023 वाला एक pie chart related question है ये. Pie chart related only, not only bar chart, it can be bar chart related questions. It can be histogram related, pie chart related, line graph related, line plot related, table related. Also scatter plot related questions भी पूछा है ये chapter से. So we will discuss that in detail. And also another data interpretation type of question that is frequently asked last few years is mathematical graph related question. Mathematical graph means it can be physical situations also expressed in mathematical graphs, like a car is moving and after that car is slowing down, how the graph, or car is accelerating then decelerating, or negative acceleration is there, then what is a graph looks like. Or a bus was stationary for some time, after that the bus started moving, another car was moving at a constant speed, how the graph will look like. ऐसा questions भी अभी important है, so we will discuss that in a separate lecture on mathematical graphs itself, or data interpretation. Mathematical graphs will be separately discussed in a lecture itself. So that is also important, data interpretation units. And there are some tips and tricks to solve data interpretation question, which we will discuss in detail in that particular lecture. Next subunit we can say is speed distance time subunit. There are three major types of question that can come. One is situation based question on speed distance time, like this December 2023 question. Second is speed distance time question. Situation based question में average speed का question भी आ सकता है, और यूनिट कन्वर्शन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, स्पीड डिस्टेंस टाइम का फॉर्मूला भी बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, और उसका एप्लीकेशन लेवल क्वेश्चंस है ट्रेन बॉट्स एंड स्ट्रीम्स टाइप क्वेश्चन. इसमें बॉट्स एंड स्ट्रीम्स बहुत कम आता है, बट ट्रेन प्रॉब्लम हैव बीन आस्क्ड मेनी टाइम्स. लाइक जून 2023 का एक एग्जांपल है ये ट्रेन प्रॉब्लम का. ट्रेन प्रॉब्लम का मेनली 6 सिचुएशंस आर पॉसिबल. ये 6 सिचुएशंस अंडरस्टैंड किया तो इट इज इजियर टू एनालाइज द क्वेश्चन ट्रेन प्रॉब्लम का. और बॉट एंड स्ट्रीम का भी थियरी दिया है, बट बॉट एंड स्ट्रीम का क्वेश्चंस बहुत कम आया है. दैट इज व्हाई वी विल बी shortly discussing about this. We'll be discussing it in brief only, this bot and stream chapter. So next very important unit is geometry unit. Geometry में बहुत सारा type of questions है. One is circle related question. September 2022 में circle related question आया था. Circle related question में there are mainly 9 theorems. These are 5 of them. Remaining 4 we will discuss it in the particular course, particular lecture. So circle related theorem related questions are asked, and other circle questions can also be asked. Then tiling related question. December 2023 वाला एक tiling problem था ये. How many tiles are needed? ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है. Then counting of figure वाला क्वेश्चन भी पूछ सकता है. Counting of figure, yeah, before that counting of figure का भी एग्जांपल देगा. Before that 2D geometry, there are many areas in 2D geometry. Lines, parallel lines and transversal. Polygon, different types of polygon, some of interior angle, some of exterior angle, number of diagonals, etc. Then particularly about the polygon triangle, questions were asked many times. Triangle related theorems, these are listed here. Triangle related question itself are frequently asked. Again, these all will be discussed in separate lectures. Then geometry में 2D geometry नहीं 3D geometry का भी question पूछ सकता है. December 2023 का एक question था ये. 3D या 3-dimensional geometry, that is solid geometry, sphere, hemisphere, etc. Related to that also questions can be asked. Then counting of polygon related question. This is an example of counting of polygon related question, 2022 CSIR-NET problem. Number of rectangles, number of triangles, number of squares, number of quadrilaterals. ये सब पूछा है previous CSIR-NET question papers में. And coordinate geometry, number of questions are very less from coordinate geometry, but they have asked coordinate geometry questions also. So we will discuss it in a separate lecture. Then very important sub area of geometry is mensuration, area, perimeter, volume related questions. उसमें triangle, circle, semicircle, square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium, and 3D shapes ka bhi important hai. 3D shapes mein mainly we can say prism. There are different types of prisms: triangular prism, rectangular prism, cube. Cube is also a prism itself. Cylinder is not technically a prism, but properties of prism, cylinder is also following to an extent. That is why you can understand these 4 shapes simultaneously. Similarly, another type of 3D shape is pyramid. Triangular pyramid, square pyramid, rectangular pyramid. Cone is not technically a pyramid, but properties of cone are similar to a pyramid. So you can understand these 4 together. And sphere, hemisphere, frustum related questions also can be asked. As I told, I am giving you a capsule format itself, what you can expect in the upcoming CSIR-NET exam part A section. Whether it is 2024 or 2025, this will be the trend. Analyzing the last 2 years, 3 years, I have made this course curated that way, so that how CSIR thinks, that way I am trying to set this course also. That does not mean that only what I show you, only questions will be asked from those questions. No, I am showing you, I am trying to cover all areas from which CSIR can ask questions. We will not leave any area. That is the idea. Okay, so anyway, that is 3D geometry and 2D geometry. Area, perimeter, volume related questions are mensuration. Mensuration में ही different types of questions आ सकता है. This is called ratio based questions in mensuration. Directly एक area, this is not ratio based. This is a directly area finding question. Next type is ratio based question. एक शेडेड एरिया और अनशेडेड एरिया का रेशियो क्या होगा, ऐसा पूछ सकता है, ऐसा भी पूछ सकता है. सो दैट इज अनदर टाइप. वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग दैट इन 2 different lectures. Mensuration. Next is trigonometry. Number of questions are asked very less, but trigonometry also is important, because in some other chapters also trigonometry is important, especially distance and direction chapter. Distance and direction chapter में Pythagoras theorem important है, Pythagorean triplet important है, 8 directions are important, and also trigonometry is important. So if you know these, you can do questions from distance and direction also. Next unit is general science, but number of questions in the last few years is very minimal from this. So don't worry too much about this unit, but we will discuss this as a separate lecture to show you what all are the questions that were asked in previous years. So that is general science. Hope you got idea about general science also. This is an example of that. This is a comparatively easy question asked in 2022. 2023 number of questions from general science were very limited. 0 to 1 question. Many papers 0 questions were there. And next is Venn diagram related question. Very simple question. It's questions if you know the concept behind it. Like this is a Venn diagram related question asked in December 2023. इसमें जनरल नॉलेज भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. यू शुड नो अबाउट, लाइक ये क्वेश्चन में बास्केटबॉल प्लेयर्स, टेनिस प्लेयर्स, क्रिकेट प्लेयर्स, व्हाट इज दिस, you should have a basic idea, then you can easily do this question. Next is clock and time related problem. Clock and time related problem, there are different types of problem. A clock that is running faster, clock that is running slower, and angle between hour hand and minute hand. These are some of the types of problem that are asked. Last gate exam में भी clock and time का question था. Next is calendar problem. Last year no questions were there from calendar problem, but 2022 questions were there. Calendar problem simple question भी आता है, difficult question भी आता है. This is a simple question asked in calendar problem. So that are all the topics asked in CSIR-NET, and all the topics we will be covering. Any doubts, please ask. I gave you a proper complete analysis of all topics in this lecture. Hope all of you got an idea. So that's it. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good day. See you all on the next class. Take care.